Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of How to Rip. In today's episode, I'm going to do a comparison on two of the most famous small wave boards in recent times. I'm talking about the Seaside and the GLAZER by Machado Surfboards. So for today's comparison, we're going to have a look at what kind of waves you would surf these boards in, what kind of drive they have, how quickly and how efficiently they gain speed, and how well they turn. And of course, we'll talk about how they paddle in the water. So to kick us off, let's discuss wave type. So there's no doubt that the GLAZER shines in waves of better quality. They can still be small, but they need to have shape and they need to have punch. As you can see here, that board went well in the pocket, but as I came out to do this next turn, you can see that the wave went fat and the board just kind of caught and didn't really drive through that fat section very well. Once again, let's have a look at another example. We can see the first section wasn't too bad and the board went well through that turn. But as I came out, it fattened out for the next turn and the board kind of caught once again. So I wouldn't say this board goes great in fat, sloppy waves. I would say though, that if it is small and punchy with good shape, that it shines. It likes to be put in more critical sections and it allows you to push harder, which is one area the Seaside tended to feel a little bit loose. And as the waves get bigger, the GLAZER will hold in those conditions as well. So if you're looking to push your small wave board a little bit harder in good sections, I'd say the GLAZER is perfect for that. Conversely, as we can see, the Seaside really shines in those small fat waves. It just seems to gain speed every time you put it on rail. It feels more lively, and you can see here that the board really maintains its speed through fat sections. And it also allows you to perform maneuvers like this. So now that you understand what kind of waves the Seaside goes well in, and we know what kind of waves the GLAZER goes well in, well, let's have a look at how they go with drive. I think it's really hard to match the drive that the Seaside gives you. I didn't feel like the GLAZER had as much drive as the Seaside. As you can see here, even coming out of that turn, I didn't really come out with much speed. Obviously, we're talking about a fatter wave, and the GLAZER doesn't seem to enjoy that very much. But the Seaside gives you that drive in waves like this. However, when the wave's got a bit of push and it's got a bit of shape, the GLAZER comes to life. Let's have a look at some examples of the Seaside in small fat waves, and you'll see that the board gets up and going really quickly and it maintains its speed through those fat flat sections and allows you to perform maneuvers without much speed, because as soon as you put it on rail, it gets going. So while drive is a very important characteristic of a surfboard, another thing that's really important is how well a board can generate speed. So let's have a look at how these boards go when it comes to speed generation. So the GLAZER is exactly what it says it is. It's a more high performance board. Still goes well in small waves, but you can see that it's designed to control speed a little bit more than generating speed. And that's what the Seaside's for. That's to really get going in those small, average waves. You can see here how quickly this board picks up speed. Okay, so we've discussed wave type, speed, and drive. Put all that together, how well do these boards turn? Let's have a look at how the boards go when it comes to putting them on rail. One thing I really like about the GLAZER is that it allows you to push harder. It allows you to perform maneuvers like this and you feel like you've got more control. Sometimes on the seaside it would feel a little bit loose when the sections were more critical. That's where the GLAZER fills that gap. It allows you to push harder when you get a good section in smaller waves. It gives you more control. It also feels better if you surf this board in the pocket. The Seaside's turning ability in small, mushy waves like this, I think is unmatched. I don't think that footage does it justice. You can't really see how much speed you get when you put this board on rail. Even on these small, average waves, you can see the board's got speed, it's got flare, it's got spark. We're not talking about high performance waves here, but you can still surf that board as hard as you want in those sorts of waves. And when the waves get better, you can see that the Seaside still performs well. It's not just a small wave groveler. And to wrap up this comparison, both boards paddle really well. They actually feel the same. The GLAZER comes in at 27.4 litres in the 5.2 and the Seaside comes in at 26.5 litres in the 5.2. Both feel exactly the same and I had no worries catching waves. Thanks for watching the video today, guys. I hope that now you understand the differences between the Seaside and the GLAZER. And if you're out there looking at a small wave board, I would highly recommend both of these boards. But of course it depends on the wave type that you're going to be surfing. Remember to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below to let us know what other videos you'd like to see. Catch you in the surf, guys.